Okay, Likutei Moharan. So we said before that the main exile is because of the Chisor and Emunah, and Emunah is Tefillah, right? And Tefillah, is the secret, the key to Nisim, and they're all one thing. Tefillah and Nisim and Emunah and Eretz Yisrael, this is all one thing. These are different manifestations of the same principle of Emunah. When Avram Avinu, damaged, when he asked HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how will I know? How do I know that I will inherit the land? In other words, he doubted. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, you're going to get it. Yeah. And how do I know? After HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised him that his children will be Zoich in Eretz Yisrael, he asked HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he wants to have a siman. He wants to have a siman. He wants to have a sign that he will get it. This was already a pgam in the inheritance of the land. Because the question itself was a very, very subtle pgam. And he says, in the Gemara, in Nedor Daf Lamed Beis, it says like this, Amar Rabavahu, Amar Rabbi Eliezer, מפני מה נענש אברהם אבינו שנשתב לבניו למצרים 210 שנים? Why was Avraham Avinu punished that his children, became slaves in Mitzrayim for 210 years? מפני שעשה גר בתלמידי חכמים. Because he used תלמידי חכמים. ושמואל אמר, no, that's not the reason why. He says, Shifriz al midoisom shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that he doubted the meaning of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shenema b'mei dak yiroshena. What does it mean, Shifriz al midoisom? The Ran says that he doubted what HaKadosh Baruch Hu said. It wasn't. It's true, in Megillah, Avraham Avinu actually meant to ask something else. What he meant to ask, what will happen if Am Yisrael will sin? What will happen then? That was the question. There's no way the Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to be, but what will happen if Am Yisrael will sin? So the Kadosh Baruch Hu says, take me, Egla Mishalashis, whatever it is. He says, V'schud of the Korbanos. That's the thing that will... And so Mimele, this is the blemish on the, since he asked, his question was about Yerusha of Eretz Yisrael. Mimele, the pgam was in Yerusha Sa'aretz. That what? Eretz Yisrael, she'ibchinas emunah. The Eretz Yisrael is emunah, so Mimele, it is a damage in emunah. Bchinas tefillah, the union of the tefillah. Kevan shepagam Eretz Yisrael, since he was pogim in Eretz Yisrael, נמצא שפגם גם בבחינס האמונה והתפילה. Being that Avraham Avinu has caused a slight damage in the Yerusha Sa'aretz, that means that damage was inflicted also on the Emunah and in the Tefillah. And that's the reason why Haya Golos Mitzrayim. That's the reason why the exile was Dafka in Mitzrayim. Because this is when the Golos Mitzrayim was decreed. Kadosh Baruch Hu told him, that your children are going to be, strangers in a land that doesn't belong to them. He told him, no, because when Emunah is being damaged, that causes galus. Dafka Yaakov and his children, they went down to Mitzrayim. Dafka Yaakov and his children, why didn't Yitzchak go down to Mitzrayim? Why didn't afterwards, no, Yaakov and his 12 children, they are the ones that went down to Mitzrayim. Why Dafka there? What's so significant that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu told them, listen, there's a Pgam Emunah, your offsprings are going to go to Mitzrayim. It could have been 100 years later. It could be 200 years later. Why Dafka Yaakov and his 12 children going to Mitzrayim? What is so significant about Yaakov and Mitzrayim? So Rabbeinu reveals a tremendous mystery here. It says, "V'dafka Yaakov avon avyodu Mitzrayim כי הם בחינה 12 נוסחos התפילה. The 12 children of Yaakov Avinu, they represent 12 נוסחos of the tefillah. Tefillah, Arizal, Sfardim, Ashkenaz, there are 12 nusachos tefillah. Why? Because there are 12 openings, spiritual openings, portals in Shemayim. And they correspond to the 12 Shvatim. Obviously, they correspond to the 12 signs of the zodiac, which is against the 12 Shvatim. And every single Shevet, every single tribe, the tefillah of that tribe goes up through the portal that belongs to that tribe. And the reason why I did a separate portal for every tribe is because every tribe has a different nusach in the tefillah. It says that's why in the Kavanah says that it's very roy for everybody to hold the minhag of his fathers, to the way it was, because each and every one of us come from this shevet, you don't know which way to go. You don't know. So in the Shtem Nusachos HaTfilah. So you see that the 12 Shvatim, they correspond to Tefillah, the totality of all 12. Why Dafka 12? Because there are 12 versions of the Tefillah. The 12 Shvatim, they are the complete and total representation of the perfection of Tefillah. That's why it's also, and Yaakov is the root of the 12 Shvatim, right? So he's also represents Tefillah. So through the Pgam of Avram Avinu in Tefillah, being that Avram Avinu has caused a Pgam in Tefillah, he Pgam Beretz because he damaged Eretz Yisrael, which is Emunah and Tefillah. All the Moisem Begolos, this brought them down in the Golos. Because besides the fact that when there's a Pgam in the Emunah, in the Tefillah, Am Yisrael, they go down in Golos, because they cannot be in a place of Emunah and Tefillah, because the Tefillah itself goes in exile. And it's impossible to daven properly and to do miracles in the world through Tefillah. And the reason why Yaakov and his children went Dafka to Mitzrayim, because Mitzrayim Hepech Hanisim. Mitzrayim is the opposite of miracles. Eretz Yisrael is the land of miracles. Mitzrayim is exactly the opposite, the land of witchcraft. It's exactly the opposite of miracles. Astrology, witchcraft, everything. So it is said in Kriyas Yamsuf, and it said, Vayashav Hayam Lifnos Boker Le'Samai, and the sea returned before dawn to its original might. Umitzrayim Nosim Likrosai, and the Egyptians are fleeting against it. Nosim is also the same letters of the word Nisim. Or Mitzrayim, Nisim against it. So the pshat of the Chumash is that Mitzrayim are running against the sea. But hidden in it is the pshat, is the mystery, that side of Mitzrayim. The essence of Mitzrayim is Nisim Likrosa, is against Nisim, is the opposite of Nisim. And it says that this is what is alluded in the language of Nasim, Likrosa, that the Nisim is against Mitzrayim, and why She'en Shamakom Nisim, that Mitzrayim is not the place of Nisim, it's not a place of miracles. And also, that's not a place of davening. How do we know? And it is said, Moshe Rabbeinu told Paroi, when Paroi asked him, daven for me, and take the Makas Barad, the hail will go away. What did Moshe Rabbeinu says? V'aya ketzeisi esa'ir. Once I exit the town, Efros Askapai, I will, spread my hands and I will daven. Why? Because Mitzrayim itself, the city, was so filled with idolatry, it was impossible to daven over there. So we see that Mitzrayim is full with heresy and full with Avodah Zarah. So Mimele, it's not a place of Emunah and Tefillah. And when Emunah and Tefillah is being damaged, people go to a place, people are exiled to a place that is opposite of Emunah and Tefillah. And all the exiles are euphemistically called after Mitzrayim. Al Shem Shemitzer Yisrael. They because they put Israel in straits. They bring him tzaras. They bring him trouble. And that's why when Emunah is being damaged, when one damages the Emunah, in the Tefillah, the Eretz Yisrael, he goes down to Golus. He descends in exile, because exile is Mitzrayim, a place that has no Emunah, that has no Nisim, has no Tefillah. Because when you damage the Emunah and the Tefillah, it is not possible to be in Eretz Yisrael, which is the place of Emunah and Tefillah. And you go to Golus. In Golus, there's no place of Emunah and Tefillah. And when Emunah, B'ezrat Hashem, will be added to the Israel, the Geula will come, and all the Jews, B'ezrat Hashem, will come back to Eretz Yisrael, B'ezrat Hashem, starting B'ezrat Hashem for less than a month, when Moshe Abunbul is the mayor here.